It was meant to be a quiet, respectable gathering, a charity benefit event in Los Angeles that brought together A-list stars, community leaders, and supporters of a well-known children's hospital. The atmosphere was light, filled with laughter, speeches, and polite applause. But everything shifted when Ben Affleck arrived. At first, he appeared calm, walking the carpet with that signature mix of charm and pensiveness. But those closest to him noticed something was off. Whispers began swirling that Ben had been under intense pressure in the weeks leading up to the event, coping with his highly publicized split from Jennifer Lopez, dealing with the emotional toll of co-parenting, and facing media backlash surrounding his latest film delays. He had barely slept, insiders claimed, and the emotional burden was written all over his face. As the night progressed, the mood shifted. Ben, who had been seated at a VIP table alongside other celebrities and executives, suddenly stood up during a speech, interrupting the speaker with a loud comment that caught everyone off guard. Witnesses say his voice cracked with frustration, and what followed was an unscripted rant that immediately changed the tone in the room. It wasn't anger directed at anyone in particular, it was pain. He spoke about burnout, about being misjudged, about feeling like a failure as a father and a man. The words were raw, almost too real for the setting, and the room fell completely silent. The crowd froze. The cameras stopped. The hosts didn't know how to respond. And then, like something out of a movie script, Jennifer Garner appeared. She wasn't scheduled to speak that night. She wasn't even meant to be there at all. But when she heard what was happening, she came to the venue, walked into the room without hesitation, and approached Ben quietly from behind. No microphones. No theatrics. Just a whispered moment between two people with a long, complicated history. She gently took his hand and asked him to step outside. He hesitated, clearly still lost in his emotions, but her calm energy grounded him. The crowd watched in stunned silence as the former couple exited the room together, the tension melting slightly as they disappeared behind the curtain. What makes this moment unforgettable is not just the drama, it's the humanity. This wasn't a staged scene or a publicity stunt. It was two people who've been through everything together, sharing a raw moment of truth. Jennifer Garner didn't just step in to diffuse a situation. She stepped in to support someone she once loved, someone she shares children with, someone who was clearly falling apart. Sources later revealed that Jen stayed with Ben outside for over 30 minutes. They didn't argue. They didn't cry. They just talked. He apologized. She listened. And once he had calmed down, she convinced him to head home quietly. The rest of the night continued without further incident, but that scene was the only thing anyone could talk about afterward. Videos of the moment quickly went viral. Social media exploded with comments, some shocked, some concerned, and many deeply moved. Fans and observers alike praised Jennifer Garner for her grace, calling her the anchor in Ben's storm. Others expressed sadness over seeing Ben so visibly broken, saying it was a reminder that fame doesn't protect anyone from emotional struggle. The incident prompted immediate concern from those close to Ben. Friends, colleagues, and even former co-stars reportedly reached out to him the next day. There were conversations about taking time off, reevaluating priorities, and possibly stepping away from Hollywood for a while. Jennifer Garner, according to close friends, is not trying to fix Ben. She's been through that road before. But she has made it clear that she will always show up when their children's father needs stability. It's not about rekindling love. It's about preserving family. And in that moment, she did just that. In the wake of the emotional outburst, rumors began circulating about Ben and Jen growing close again. While there's no romantic reconciliation in sight, sources say the experience forced a deeper reconnection between the two. They've reportedly had more frequent conversations, longer calls, and a shared understanding that they still need each other, not as lovers, but as co-parents, and perhaps, friends who know each other better than anyone else ever could. Their bond, rooted in years of triumph and pain, continues to evolve. And this moment, as dramatic as it was, might have reignited something even more powerful than romance, respect and unconditional support. Ben has reportedly agreed to seek some help, whether through therapy or simply stepping away from the spotlight. Jennifer continues to support him behind the scenes, while also prioritizing the emotional safety of their 3 children, Violet, Serafina, and Samuel. As fans, we often romanticize celebrities, but what this story reminds us is that they're just human. They feel, they break, and sometimes, they fall apart, right in front of us. But what matters most is how they get back up, and who stands beside them when the spotlight fades. Thank you for watching this powerful and emotional story. If this touched your heart, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up, and share your thoughts in the comments.